Hi, everybody.
Hello, Facebook peeps. I always start saying hello, Facebook peeps from the land of Facebook. How are you today?
It's so cold today, my God. I've got my coffee and Eleanor's got her coffee and we're ready to rock and roll.
Yes, I just want to share this to my Facebook personal page, but it's not showing up. Are we live?
Yes, we are live. We are live.
It says live. Anyway, I want to show this to my personal page. Oh, there you go. All right. Is it public?
Cool.
Newsfeed.
So we'll wait for people to come on and say hi when you come on. And we've got a really cool Facebook Live today with a lot of juicy information about the changes on how Facebook operates today, the new algorithm that started last year, and how to create an engaged community with your Facebook presence. And it's become really challenging today. It's not easy to do that, but fortunate enough, we've worked out the secrets to doing that. And we've kind of hacked the system. Well, we haven't hacked the system, but with our experience of working with all our clients...
We hacked the system. We hacked the system. That's it. We're done. We hacked the system.
We have found such a cool way to form an amazing, engaged community on the Facebook platform that is just incredible and exciting. And really, that's such it's the only way to go with Facebook today. But we'll be talking about it more.
The only way to go. So if you're coming on and we don't want to call you out like we did last time, and you want to say hi or you want to pop in with a question, don't be shy. Ask us questions. This is what we're here for.
Yeah. So just to remind you that we live today, of course, and then we're going live on Thursday as well at 2 p.m.
tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, where I will talk about how to get your mission, how you get other people to carry on your mission. If you have a mission, this pertains to you if you have a business or not. Maybe you have a mission for a nonprofit or it's not, whatever it is. How to get other people, a community of people, to come to you and carry on your mission for you.
And specifically, we're talking to book authors. Because we've worked a lot in that space and we've had a lot of experience and we know what works well to carry on your book, give it more legs, get it into the hands of more people and continue your mission and your message. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. And then Friday, we've got a free masterclass, a Zoominar, where we're going to be talking about
how to do this. If you're an author and you want to create an engaged community and get your mission far into the...
Spread far and wide.
Into the hearts and minds of other people.
And leave a legacy of what you wrote about.
Yes.
It's really, really important to do that and not to...
And it's so easy. I'm going to show you how to do it.
Exactly.
What do we do? We
hack the system.
We hack the system. People use this that we hack the system.
I know.
But in reality, we really did figure out a really simple method to get a community to engage with you, to build a group, and to get people to actually not be silent in the group.
Right. If you know, it's a system. It's basically putting a system in place. And if you know that system, then it's really easy. There's a plan, there's a methodology.
Like, edit this.
A methodology to put in place.
Also mythology.
And it's simple. So we're going to share that with you on Friday. But should we jump in?
We should jump in. So welcome again to our Facebook Live. It's a beautiful Wednesday. I ran over here from yoga class.
You all pumped up.
Put the makeup on. Like everybody. So just to recap, I'm Eleanor. And this is Yasmin.
Hi.
If this is your first time here, which shouldn't be because you're on a personal Facebook page, but whatever. We need to do that. We are both marketers, and we've come together in the recent past.
Right.
We brought our separate skill sets, which are so different, but we're very aligned in our missions. We're big believers in creating a community in order for you to, I guess, take your work into into the world. You really need an engaged community for self-expression of what you're about. And when you do this, to people who are interested, you need to find your tribe, people who are interested in what you're saying, then the impact that you will have with your business or what you're doing or your book and your mission is exponential.
Exceptional.
It is. With the community.
And let me pop in to say it's our mission, Eleanor and I's mission, to help you find your voice and to help you put your voice on paper and really be able to Google Doc and express yourself, and that's really important. People have a fear of being on Facebook Lives and being on Facebook and scared that their mission won't be heard or their voice won't be heard. And so it's very much our mission to help you get out there.
But it's not just Facebook, right? Because it really is to voice your unique, to express whatever it is that you need to express in this world and put it out there in a very strategic, supportive way that doesn't feel very intimidating and will help you see that there are people who really do want to hear what you have to say and want to be affected by your words. So Yasmin and I have come together, and this is our second Facebook Live. The first one, we basically introduced ourselves in this whole concept for authors to create a book club. And today we focus on Facebook. This is our platform to do this. And today Yasmin is going to talk about something really important, which is the changes that have gone through Facebook in the past few years.
It's actually 2 years.
Yasmin is the Facebook community engagement person. She knows how to get people to engage and keep them engaged so that there's no silence or crickets, especially if you have a business and you want to use Facebook. And we hear often from people who have business, social media doesn't work anymore, my group is dead. And we're like, we don't believe that.
Yeah, no, not at all. Again, if there are ways and means to get your page alive, to get your Facebook group alive, and if there's a plan and a strategy, it's really so easy to do. So we're going to jump in. And we're going to just look at the changes that have come about to Facebook personal pages, business pages, and groups, and what that means for your presence on Facebook, and how to again kind of hack the system and get around those algorithm changes that Facebook made. So I guess you've noticed most of you, I'm guessing, have got a business page and a personal page. Fewer people have got a group. But there have been significant changes in the way content has been distributed or is being distributed today in the news feed. And Facebook came out with this new declaration and algorithm called the Facebook the Facebook Zero was the name that they gave to this algorithm change in the news feed. So it primarily does affect Facebook pages, and it's all about prioritizing person-to-person connections and showing people the content from their friends. So Facebook very much wants people to hear more from family and friends and communities, and wants them to get more engaged in this kind of news and posts. So they place the emphasis on meaningful social interactions, and they believe that Facebook is the place to do this, and people must be there for a reason. And actually this, they feel, uplifts people, and they want it to be an uplifting place. So you'll notice that what that means that business pages and media pages on Facebook, their priority in the news feed has dropped exponentially. Like, they are not getting any weight in the news feed, whereas personal pages and Facebook groups are getting a lot of space and room in the news feed.
Is that why we're doing our Facebook Lives from our personal page?
Yes. Oh. That's a hack, by the way. That's one of the hacks. Unless you've got a very engaged Facebook page, then you would do business page. Then you would do it from your Facebook page. But it all depends. You've got to weigh up the pros and the cons of doing it. But for our purposes, it's better to do it from our personal pages because I know the connections. And then what I do is I repost it to my business page. So really, Facebook wants to foster communities and relationships, and they want to show more of that content to users. So, of course, Facebook groups is the star of that.
And how do they measure social interaction? Is it like
so that's
comments?
A good question. Yeah, they measure social interaction by their different tiers. So the like is like, the lowest tier. Then you get an interaction where you actually put a comment. That's like the tier 2. And then the third tier is whether you actually share that to one of your pages. So that's got significant weight if you actually share that post. So that's the way that
people share this video. People comment, just say hi. Hi, I like your video. Just comment and share.
Yeah,
just share.
Yeah. So the more you do that, the more Facebook will push your posts and your information into your friends and family and communities' news feeds.
Yeah.
So what's the difference now between a personal page, a Facebook business page, and a group, a Facebook group?
What's the difference?
Okay.
Let's see.
So your Facebook personal page is really your personal profile. It's you, right? And it's really the platform to or Facebook wants that to be the platform for you to interact with your friends and your family and your community. So it's not really considered a business page, and you shouldn't really be posting business-like posts on that page. But
we are.
But we do that, and the secret is what to post and how to post. And if those posts are content that will create engagement and that your friends and family will like, then Facebook will decide, okay, there's a lot of engagement. We're going to push this post more to those people and more to your followers. So it depends on the type of content you have on Facebook on your personal page. But the thing with the Facebook personal page is that it doesn't have, it's got limited functionality. You can't do a lot on your Facebook personal page. So step in Facebook business page, and here is where the functionality comes in. And we'll talk about, the difference between Facebook business pages and groups in terms of functionality. But the bottom line is a Facebook page is really business oriented, and a Facebook group is more interest oriented for communities. So people often ask me like, if I have a Facebook page, do I need a group? Do I need to open up a group? What for? Or vice versa, like I don't even have a Facebook page. Maybe I should just ditch a Facebook page and do a group and just go straight to the group. So the answer is no. You should have both. No, don't do it.
Both?
You really should have both. You need to have both. And if you've got the resources, you definitely should do both. They both work synergistically really, really well together, and they both feed off each other, and you have to learn how to do this. But it's very important to have both. So they both serve very different purposes. For your Facebook page, for example, it's really about how a company puts out a professional profile on their business page. So it's really like a shop front, right? Or really like your website. So people come straight to your Facebook page and they can see immediately exactly what you're about, what products you sell, what your service is all about, okay? You can post many times on your Facebook page. You can give updates. You can post about sales and promotions, blog posts, videos, make announcements. The really good thing about a page is that it shows up in search engines, very much so. And the very important fact that you have a map and all your contact details of your business page is really, really important. That also shows up in search engines. It's really good that you can ask people to get reviews, and Facebook ranks your page with the reviews that you get.
And also, you can't run ads without a business page.
That's what I'm getting to.
But I want to give an example.
Wait a second.
Sorry to cut you off.
Wait a second. And the other important thing is that you can Facebook Messenger, which is extremely important. You have it on your personal page, but this is a way to contact business connections and potential clients and customers through your business page. So it's really key. And then, yes, I was going to get into the most important functionality about a business page is the incredible Facebook advertising platform. So, there is nothing like it, really. And it's a place where you can really hone in and get very specific about your target audience and attract them and draw them to either like your page or to take up a promotion and a sale that you're doing. And that happens in the back
end. Or a lot
of
things, or invite them to a group or whatever.
There's so many things you can do with Facebook advertising. It's really just a wonderful playground, really is. And to test and get results. But just a little caveat that I wanted to, back to the Facebook algorithm that we've been talking about, and you've noticed that your Facebook posts are getting less and less engagement, which is also known as, the organic reach, because Facebook isn't posting and isn't pushing that out. So really only 1%, about 1% of your Facebook followers see your posts in their newsfeed, which is really, really sad. You put all that energy into putting out these amazing videos and posts and, whatever, and they're not getting seen. So it's pay for play today, and you have to realize that if you want to get your post into the newsfeed, you have to boost those posts with advertising dollars.
And I think that I also heard in like a recent discussion in another Facebook group that sometimes when you like a person's Facebook page, Facebook doesn't register it if you're not friends or something like that.
There is that dynamic interaction between being because your Facebook business page is always connected to your personal page. So there is that dynamic interaction, and if that person isn't, it's quite complicated. I don't want to get into it now, but that person has to be public. Just like I was having problems with your Facebook personal page because you're not on public. So there are definitely restrictions with that, and it's complicated. But that's what we're here for, and that's why we help you out with all these processes and how to get how to optimize your Facebook presence on your page.
I just want to give an example of like why it's important to have a Facebook page regardless, because you definitely need to have some sort of presence of your business, whether you do things in there or not. But like 4 years ago, I was looking for a running coach, and I just put in I'm just going to search Facebook. So I searched running coach in Facebook search bar, and somebody came up, running coach Nick, and he became my running coach.
Yeah.
He happened to be local. I don't know if they served me this search result because he was local.
They do. They first serve it up locally because they can see that you're in this area.
So then I was like, oh, perfect. And he showed up, and he's my running coach forever and ever now.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. There's a huge amount of examples just like that. So it really does help to have a business page. There's no question about it. It's not an and or situation. It's both.
Not an and or situation.
It's not an and or situation. So let's jump into groups. And hi everybody, and welcome. It's so great to see you. Hi Mary. Hi Hila. That's so great. So it doesn't matter. So if you've got any questions, just shoot us questions, by the way, and we'll take questions at the end. It's so wonderful to see you. Hi Cheryl.
Hi
so
Cheryl.
Oh man, that's
I only
so
called her out because you started. Hi Cheryl.
It's so great. So let's pop into Facebook groups, and I'll tell you why this is the most amazing platform to form a community. And going back to what Facebook has been saying about their algorithms, is they want to foster these relationships. So having a Facebook group does just that, because why do people come and join a Facebook group? It's all about getting people, like-minded people that share missions and messages together to come into a group and form deep discussions, and Facebook just loves that. So that gets pushed to people all the time. So we really believe that creating a Facebook group is the key to building an online community of raving fans that just love you and believe in your mission and your message. So I'm going to write a blog post on this really, but we don't have time to go into all the details. So I'll post the link of the blog post that's going to go into lots of juicy details and will be so useful for you. But this is what Eleanor and I have found about working with our clients and Facebook groups. It's the only place where you can build a community, such an engaged community online, right? You gather people with the same interest to discuss topics and share opinions in like a safe container, taking it that the Facebook group that you've created is a private group, which is what we recommend doing. So people feel really safe speaking and discussing quite sensitive topics in this space.
And also, a Facebook group is kind of like also like a classroom situation.
Yes.
You know, there's like a thought leader.
Right.
It's like if you ever go to satsang, for example, or if you ever go to like a community type of experience, or if you go to a lecture, this allows like the thought leader, the owner of the group, to really stand and talk about
exactly,
you know, what it is that they want to talk about.
I was gonna say that it's such a teaching platform, right?
And they
can explain their teachings, they can motivate people, inspire people, and you can really, as a teacher, whatever capacity that is, as a book author, you're a teacher, as a yoga teacher, as any kind of teacher, you can really inspire people with the content that you love and get it out there, and that really does enhance your mission. So
it helps people get onboarded to your mission.
Yes.
Because you can show up live in video, or you can use images, or you can write or whatever. But the fact that you show up live and people can hop in and interact with you at the same time,
right,
really does make it a really good teaching platform. You'll hear us use these words a lot. Spread your teachings, far and wide, because this is what we've experienced as the most profound impact of a thought leader forming a Facebook group and creating a community around there.
It's very very uplifting, and the conversations that happen on a Facebook group become very intimate and deep. It's incredible. I'll give some examples in a little while of what we've been doing, and really also it's a chance to dedicate to showcase your expertise, as Eleanor was saying, and your thought leadership, which is very empowering. You don't get this kind of platform anywhere else. I mean, you can have a physical meeting with people, but you can't, the reach isn't far and wide. So it really is exceptional. Plus, those connections are not once-off connections. Those are connections that are rolling over and getting strengthened over time. They're valuable connections that you create with customers, with potential customers, with partners. And because your content is so engaging and amazing and stimulating, you're going to keep those people coming back. They're going to be coming to you for more content, and that is very, very empowering and uplifting. And so you see the group grow exponentially, which is pretty amazing. You know, it's a service platform. You have an opportunity to really serve your followers and to share in your mission and your beliefs, which is really, really incredible. People then learn to really love you, know you, and trust you, which is what we have found. And then it's so easy to sell your products and your services to them because you have such a strong foundation of trust already. The obvious next step is that, oh my God, I want to work with you. I love you. I've heard you on the Facebook group. I've been here for a month or 2 months. I definitely want to buy your product, or I definitely want to use your service. It's a natural progression, which is so lovely because most of us hate the sales process. And it's so intimidating and it's so dry.
I think it's asking for the sale.
It's
not the sales part. Like the leading up to like the relationship building, speaking, and then like when you go from this like friendly conversation transitioning to the sale, it becomes asking for the sale. It becomes kind of like weird.
Yes.
But when you're doing an intentional, when you're creating an intentional container where people learn from you, and then advise them that if they want to take this work more deeply into another container, you have this to offer them. It feels more natural and less contrived. Let's just say.
Yes. Yeah.
For the person who is selling a program.
And because you've already been talking about your programs and your product there, so it really is natural. You know, it feels so much more natural in this environment. So it's just lovely to get people together in a community that love you and your products, and just there's no better way to create that atmosphere. And also, what happens that's different to a Facebook page is that when you post in a Facebook group, every single member automatically sees that post in the group. Whereas on a Facebook page, people do not see that post. I spoke about it. But if people do post on your page, it gets put in the community section. So not everybody sees it. But in a Facebook group, everybody sees your post. And you can post a couple of times a day. And everybody will see your post. So that is pretty...
But you get notifications, right? You get notified.
Yes, yeah. So... it's really about creating this loyalty, and it's about...
So wait, you don't get notified when somebody posts on a business page?
No,
but you get So I think that there's like sometimes in a Facebook group, if you go in, you won't automatically see what the author or the thought leader or the owner of the group posted, but you definitely get a notification.
Right.
So you know when they posted something, and when you click on that notification, obviously it takes you directly to what they posted.
Which is very powerful. So people get aligned very quickly, you know, and they jump up to see what you've posted. So the level, the level of interaction between a Facebook group and a Facebook page is very different, you know, and Eleanor and I in our work with our clients in creating pages for authors and for teachers, we've just been blown away by the level of and depth of communication and posts and comments that people have been posting on Facebook groups, and the debates that have come around this, the level of sensitivity. And that's because it's all been enhanced by this teacher or author, and they're in this private container where they feel like really safe and they're supported, and it's a very beautiful thing to see. So now I want to give you a quick example just to show the difference. So if you go on Facebook and you follow like a big brand or a big page, say a big business page that's got like 3 million followers, right? You'll see that they are posting like consistently and constantly. They're doing updates and they're posting videos and promotions and sales, but the interaction is very, very limited, right? And then but they've got 3 million followers, but the interaction is not there, again, because of the Facebook algorithm. So what they've done is they've created a Facebook group in tandem to their Facebook page. Now their Facebook group may only have 3,000 or 5,000 followers, right? Which pales in comparison to the 3 million fans that they have on their Facebook page. But here's the deal. They have, with their 3,000 or 5,000 members, they have a 90% engagement rate on their Facebook group, which is just like, that's just crazy. So people interact, they discuss, they support each other, and you know, they become super fans of this brand or of this person, which is incredible, and they become this loyal inner circle. So it's about quantity versus quality again. So whether you have a Facebook page and you have millions of followers, that's great, and then you migrate them to your Facebook group where you forge a more intimate connection with these fans and followers on a one-to-one personal level, which is extremely, extremely powerful. So just to remember, like a Facebook gives you the wider audience, and a group gives you that depth and deepens your engagement.
I like that. Facebook gives you the
wider versus depth, you know, and we all want both, right? And I'm going to say it again in case anyone missed it. It's not an either or situation.
It's an and situation.
It's an and, exactly. You have to have both. So for us and our mission for teachers and for book authors is, you know, how are you going to get your book out there? How are you going to get it in the hands of more people? How are you going to get people to listen to your beautiful message and your beautiful mission. And again, we strongly believe that creating a Facebook group is the key to doing this and building this online community of, fans.
But it's not enough to just create a group. There's other things. Like,
right.
It's not like, a long time ago, people were like, I'll just build a website and people will come.
No.
It doesn't happen that way.
No.
You can just build a group. You have to, there's a bunch of things that work around. There's a lot of things that have to come in place in order for people to actually join the group. Right. The right people to join the group, and for them people to
exactly, and that's
perk up and listen.
That's what we have specialized in. That's what we have done, and that's what we have. This such fun, amazing experience is bringing the right people to the Facebook group and getting all the pieces together so that you appear consistently in your group, which is key. You create incredible, engaging content, which is key, and then that creates a snowball effect, and you see that your Facebook group expands quite exponentially, which is very, very exciting. So we are, just to remind you, we're going to be teaching you how to do this on our Zoominar, our live Zoominar on Friday. And it's not hard if you know how. If you've got the pieces in place and a systematic plan, it's really not hard, and we will help you and teach you how to do that. It's going to be a really engaging, interesting, juicy webinar. And tomorrow, tomorrow we're going live again. And Eleanor's going to be taking the stage, and she's going to be talking about how you get your message and your mission out there to more people. So
that people want to take your message for you and carry it.
And people
how to get your message to live beyond you.
Exactly. So let us know if you've got any questions. Do you want to post them in the comments? We can check out and see if there are any questions. I don't think that there are any questions. But if you think of any questions, we pop in back to this chat and we can answer anything you have. And then please stay tuned and join us tomorrow, which is going to be really nice. And of course, on Friday, we're going to put the link to the
so put the link to the free masterclass that's happening on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be a nice short hour with some very actionable steps on how to create a book club and engage Facebook community. So we'll leave the link here. If you know somebody who's an author who was thinking, who was saying like, I wish I can put my mission out there, or if they don't have a mission, or they want to get more book sales, although we're not really focusing on book sales, they want to get their teachings in the hands of more people.
But book sales happen.
Book sales are a nice byproduct.
They are really
or
nice.
Or if they're saying, I have a Facebook group, but it's crickets. There's people there, but nobody's engaging. I don't know how to engage them. Share this with them. You could be the one who helped their business grow, or help them get their teachings out there. Help your friends and family.
Perfect. So I really hope this helped you define your need and how you're going to appear on Facebook, and how the algorithm has changed, how our presence on Facebook and the news feed, and the difference between a Facebook page, a Facebook group, and your personal page. And please listen to the replay as well, and it sure is going to be helpful for your business. So in the meantime, we're going to love and leave you, and we will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST.
All right.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.